Now, many members say that peace and reason cannot solve problems, and therefore many netizens support violence. I oppose this wrong argument. Any argument that justifies violence is poisoning young people, is throwing young people down the pit in order to achieve ulterior motives. That may be because for political mission or for other ulterior motives. We should care for young people. We should treasure young people, lead them to the right track, instead of beautifying violence, so that they get deeper into the pit. I oppose any kind of violence. Violence cannot solve any problem. Can anyone achieve success through violence?
但係最終會得到勝利。咁所以我哋咧，因為個問題。
If you resort to violence, then there will be escalation of violence, and many people will suffer. In the Lunar New Year Day, on the Lunar New Year Day, those who suffer may be the reporters, the police, or the rioters. They have a common point. They are humans and they are Chinese. Now we must condemn this crime. Young people only see the superficial phenomenon of society. They just look at some media, some type of internet media. Maybe their teachers only teach them that. They blame the government. They think the government, society, and family members cannot help them, and they have to deal with it by their own means. When they face external stimulation, they can easily follow their impulses. If they have thought that many people will be injured and they would face 10-year imprisonment, and that would harm their future, that would put pressure on their family members, then not so many young people would have participated in such extreme activities. The government has to pay attention to this, understand the full course of the matter. Of course, we have to penalize these people. The most important thing is to reduce their misunderstanding, allow them to express their opinions. We have found more and more false arguments. Is the government so bad? There is room for improvement on the part of the government, but as far as the senior officials, middle-level officials, I know they are committed to Hong Kong. They do what they should do. Just pointing fingers at the government has wrongly given the impression to young people that this is a lawless society. You know that Hong Kong is very efficient. Many services and welfare policies are better than other parts of the world. And if you keep saying that they are bad, if you keep banging your head against the wall, is it good for Hong Kong? If any member of this council use these specious arguments to lead young people down the right track, they are the chief culprits of Hong Kong, and they will take the they will take the gravest responsibility. The government should do its part and lead young people not to think along a single track and feel that the government has given them a raw deal. Many people care for young people, and they suffer from pressure. They work for the people of Hong Kong. They work for young people. The government should learn the lessons. Once violence have started, there is no stop. They will become the normal course of the matter. The government should review the security arrangements where population, when people tend to gather, say in Mong Kok, in Causeway Bay, in Tsim Sha Tsui, in the Central. There should be suitable preparation for arrangement of dispersion of the crowd, and there should be improvement to existing municipal amenities so that they will not become weapons. And the police should also be better prepared and improve their patrolling. Now, in many places where there is universal suffrage, they have more problems than ours. They have higher youth unemployment rate, more economic problems, higher unemployment rates. How can you explain that? Now, the political reform package has not been passed. Our political system cannot have any improvement in the short term. Can we just bang our head against the wall and ask people, young people, to take to the streets and become rioters? Or should we not let young people see the whole picture? We shouldn't allow young people to be brainwashed. The government should set up a dedicated force to follow up on the education, employment, marriage, and also buying a home. If the government keep working on this, they will feel the sincerity of the government. You may not be able to achieve a lot, but you have to let people see that you work for their interests, you do it for their interests, and you put them as your priority. If you cannot allow them to see that, then that knot cannot be untied. I believe the youth problem cannot be resolved by political struggle. You need to let young people understand the reality of our economic problems. Ours is a mature economy. You cannot simplify the issue and lead young people to think in the wrong direction. I was very poor, and I am able to move up the social ladder. Now you can say that during your days there was economic growth, and therefore you can brag about it. Now, but if I were to become younger by 30 years or 40 years, when I face a more difficult situation, will I work harder or will I just give up? Now, Hong Kong has become more difficult, but I have come across many employers who complain that they cannot find young people who can work harder for the company instead of being very mean. Many employers are looking for aspiring young persons. Many young people want to get rich quick. I hope young people understand that if you are dedicated to your work and you work hard for your future, you will get the results. Young people have to think about it.
我希望下一次年輕人如果佢拎起磚頭嘅時，
Next time when young people pick up the bricks, they have to consider when they throw that piece of brick, that may change his whole life. That may change his family. And they will face 10 years of imprisonment. The brick may hit another citizen, may hit a police officer, may hit a reporter. They may be injured, they may be killed. After that, have you given them a fair deal? They have families. They also have families. I hope you really think hard on this. Don't be misled by newspapers, magazines, and legislative councillors and believe that you have done something right. I hope you will go back to the right track, fight for your future. Don't rely on the government. Don't rely on political parties. Rely on your brains and your fist. I believe what I said is good for you.